If you're out there looking for a matchmaking service, you should steer clear of this woman.
Here's one thing about the matchmaking that has pissed me off, and it's petty. It's petty on all fronts. The fact that men do not want to date women their own age or older. As a woman, it really grinds my gears, and I don't want to jump to conclusions and assumptions and I tell myself maybe it's not for vanity reasons, maybe it's not about physicality and all of that, but like, and it is just so like, I have guys that I have kind of gotten to know through this whole process of trying to find them matches, and I like them otherwise, they're nice guys otherwise, but then they just have this one thing where they're unwilling to date a woman their own age or older, and it fucking pisses me off.
Wow.
So then I end up having to email many guys and say, hey, guess what? Nothing for you. Like I'm fucking Jeff Probst, head back to camp. No reward for you.
Oh, you love it.
Because you're unwilling to date a woman that is your own age. Guys, explain that one to me. Like, tell me, what is it?
So she's asking men why they have this preference. But I wish she would have explained why it is this preference pisses her off so much. I'm very curious. I mean, after all, she runs a matchmaking service. One reason is probably because most of her female clients don't fit that preference. These women are likely older, and so the men that she's trying to match them with would rather date younger women. Just like many of those same women would never date a guy shorter than them. But this preference, men wanting younger women, really gets under her skin. And I don't think it's just about her business either. Not just about her income or her service. I think it's because she's a woman. And a lot of women take personal offense to men having kind of non-politically correct preferences that do not revolve around validating female desirability, like wanting younger women, or say, I don't know, those with less sexual experience and baggage. Those two preferences in particular, they really agitate, right? And yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if she gets a little satisfaction out of telling these men, hey, sorry, I've got nothing for you. Even though it directly impacts her service and her income. But I don't know how it works. She probably gets paid either way. Seems like she would rather come back and tell them their preferences are the problem. Oh, sorry, I got nothing for you. You need to fix your preferences. You're looking for women that are too young. And she likes to do that. She likes to come back with that news because it reinforces her belief that what they're asking for is absurd, it's rude, and it's problematic. And she basically says, I want to give these guys some grace and assume it's not about vanity or physical reasons. Very kind of her. So what if it is? So what if one of a man's preference is physical? So what if it is about attraction? I don't see the problem. By her own admission, these are good men. Oh, but the problem is those damn pigs. They want women younger than them because they find them more attractive. It's a basic male desire, and that does not point to a flaw in his character, as if it's not something natural. It's not something human. More like it's something broken that needs to be corrected, because these men, they haven't had enough domestication and reconditioning by the morally superior female. The real reason, this hits a nerve is because that specific desire wanting women younger, it's a reminder of something many women have long suspected. The older they get, the harder it is to compete with younger women. And this is another example of a woman being reminded that attraction and desire do not follow the rules of HR departments.
How the are you going to be like late 20s, and I'm talking like 29, 30, 28, 29, 30, and put on your fucking dating profile that you're looking for something casual or short term? Bitch, you're almost dead.
Hey, wait for it. Just wait for it.
You're reaching soil level and you want something casual / short term? This is the shit that pisses me off about dating, because I'm a 23-year-old woman, okay? I'll be 24 in March. I have a child.
There it is.
I want to be a wife, okay? I want to be a wife. Casual, short term. What the fuck? What the actual do you mean that you're 30 years old and you only want to hook up? What?
So we've got another example of present day women being quicker to become mothers than wives. What a strange world it is, right? Where we have 23-year-old mothers saying, "Oh, I just want to be a wife." Huh? Weren't you supposed to be a wife first and then a mother? How did this happen? She's got a child and she's talking about wanting to settle down and get married. Okay, call the child's father. "Oh, no, I don't want to marry him. He's not the kind of man I'd marry." Oh, but he was good enough to sleep with, good enough to have a baby with. So, okay, all right, you've made some bad decisions. Now, sure, everybody makes mistakes. That's true. Fair enough. But maybe a lot of men today are trying to protect themselves from those mistakes. And, I can't blame them. Here you have a single mom. She's done playing around, ready to speed run marriage. And the men old enough who would be great providers for her and her child, they don't want to take on that role. And all of a sudden it's ew, what's wrong with these men? They're immature. They've got Peter Pan syndrome. They're afraid of commitment. But on that, let's not ignore the numbers. 70 to 90% of divorces are initiated by women. So, who really has the commitment problem? But look, maybe she's got a point, okay? And these are just degenerates. Guys just looking to have sex with as many women as possible. But surely, since modern women like herself are so virtuous, no man could get away with sleeping with a woman before she required marriage, right? Right, single mom? No, now that it's time for diapers and bills, suddenly it's, where are all the marriage-minded men? I want to be a wife. Oh, but not when it actually counted. Not when it was time to choose who fathered her child. That decision didn't require marriage.